So we're talking to Valentina from Mushy today. And so how are you doing today? You have a DJ set tonight as well?
Yeah, till 11 p.m.
Oh, okay. So I mean, we love your album, Faded Heart, at the station. All the DJs play it, and
Thank you so much.
we just love it. So how is that experience for you? I was reading some other interviews, and you were saying you felt like all the work that you've done from 2003 up until now, this was the thing that helped you to find your identity, and the sound as Faded Heart. Is that right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a kind of the developing of myself from when I was almost a teenager till now that I'm almost 27 years old. So yeah, also my music and my influence changed, and also my emotion, and also the approach with myself. It's like knowing myself better and better, and there's a work on music and also on my personality.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds amazing. Do you self-record a lot of the stuff, or do you have people recording with you?
No, everything I did always by myself, alone at home.
Yeah.
Because it's a solo project, and I feel really like that. And I don't know if could be really easy to involve other person. I'm trying to ask some people to play with me live, because usually I play live alone also.
Yeah,
but
I saw
it's
that.
a little bit difficult to manage everything when you are alone. So I asked to a guy. It's a really great guitar player, and so difficult to involve on Mushy other person, but I'm trying to do it.
Yeah, so that's something new that could be happening soon.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because I'm recording also new stuffs.
Yeah.
And for that, I want to try to maybe other instruments could play by other person, but music is written by me.
Yeah. Your videos as well. I mean, the images with your work are just amazing, just absolutely amazing. So you are a visual artist though too. You do visual art and music. Like, this is something both areas you do seriously.
Yeah, the sounds and the music are strictly connected, because I'm really fan of movies, especially from East Europe, and so Italian movies, or everything that could really touch me. And so when I play music, for me, I always think something with the images. So it's in movies could be music could be a scenography of music, and music could be the soundtrack of images that I use. In fact, when I play live, I always have on my back some movies. And it's strictly connected. In fact, the movies could be half of my life set.
Yeah. I mean, they're very haunting as well. Very, very haunting. Like, I think it was the video of Faded Heart with the boy. I mean, it's just very, very haunting imagery. I might see if I can put some links to it on the site where this interview is, so people can have a look and check out your videos too, because they're just really worth watching. I mean, they're pieces of art, that stand alone by themselves. You are in Rome though, yeah? Do you film everything in Italy too?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, Italy's so beautiful. Italy's gorgeous.
Yeah, but for music, it's a little bit difficult to go on.
Yeah.
because here I have some interest by other people, but not like I had in USA or in Europe.
Mm. Mm.
Fact,
Okay.
I have lots of requests for playing live in Europe. In fact, I last week I played in Holland for
Mhm.
a festival called Static Forms. And
Mm.
always some people ask me to come to New York or Los Angeles or having a tour in
Yeah.
USA. But now it's difficult because I have to manage everything, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm alone, so I need some people that
Yeah, can help.
could do it. But in
Mhm.
Italy, yeah, I have some good feedback, but not like
In
I
other
wish.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in Italy, you are actually in Rome, right? You're in the center. Is that where you are? Where you live?
Yeah, I live in Rome,
Mhm.
but not exactly in the Rome city, but
Mhm.
just in a town really close to Rome,
Okay.
in a kind of country with woods and any free animals. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, I love Italy so much. My mum is Italian. I lived there for
yeah.
yeah, for two.
From which city?
She's from Naples, so
Oh, yeah, Naples was
wild,
wonderful.
yeah, wild, passionate
Yeah, yeah.
energy. Yeah. So I lived in Naples for 2 years, but
Really?
I visited Rome a lot. Um, and I think it's just like my favorite place in the world. I think it's so beautiful. Do you feel like the city plays an influence for you with music, or what influences you um, when you're
Yeah,
working?
I think the place where I live interested me because it's these places where all people around is not like me, because
Mm,
their mentality is very close, and they're not open to the world. So I always lived with the kind of isolation of
mm,
myself.
yeah,
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 and this makes me to real be really close to me, and
yeah,
knowing myself much better than the others, and
yeah.
so that influenced me in a way of being deep and close, and
Mm,
also the music that I really like influenced me so much, because when I listen to the music usually, and I have some mood on my feelings, and
mm-hmm,
I listen a lot of different genres of music, but
okay,
it's depends what I feel.
mm-hmm,
So when I was maybe some sad, I listen to more melancholic or sad music, and
mm-hmm.
when I'm really happy, I could listen totally different kind
Yeah,
of music.
yeah.
Yeah. And so music, I feel music like a state of yourself.
Yeah.
So it's also the way I play music. In fact, I play music. I record also music when I really feel too much, because usually I don't speak so much with the others. I have everything in myself,
Yeah.
so it could help me to let everything go out. In fact, when
Mm.
I record some tracks, after I really empty to have other motion to keep.
Mhm. That's amazing. Yeah. And so do things like film inspire you with music too? How it all connects?
Yeah, yeah, of course, because
Mhm.
when also you watch a movie,
Mhm.
uh, you could be you can feel like the main character, or you can be into that story,
Yeah.
so that could touch you or not, and yeah, a lot of deep and really emotional images can inspire me so much.
Mm. So what did you start doing the visual arts first and then the music, or both at the same time?
Yeah, the first album that I have I
The
recorded. Yeah, the
analytical.
images
Mm-hmm.
came before.
Okay.
Because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I when I started to record, I was thinking imaginary soundtrack of what I've seen or what I like. That could be also a photography or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And after the process changed. So
Mm.
I played before thinking something that could be also a movie or an image or something like that. And then I found, or when I saw some movies, I saw, oh my God, that could be a really good soundtrack for my
Yeah.
track.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I really like to have the possibility to make my own movie or my own video,
Yeah. Yeah.
because just I take I took the scene of a movie I really like, but it's not original stuff.
Mm.
So I
Yeah.
want to include also something original, but here is really difficult to find a good person for this process.
To work with.
Yeah, yeah, because I have just only a video, really
Mm-hmm.
original one, and it was made by the a crew called Petit Pistolet from Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, because the guy, one of the director, is a good musician called Drugs for Drunks,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
we meet each other when he came to Italy for a tour.
Yeah.
So
You
talking
toured
about that,
together too. Is that right? You played shows together
yeah, yeah,
with
in
them
Italy,
too.
yeah, also
Mm-hmm.
this summer in Berlin and Vienna. And
Yeah.
so a good friendship started, and so he told me, "What about to make a regional music for your videos and so for your music?" So it was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, my what I like, what I prefer, and so the videos is really amazing. And
Yeah.
the track is "The Child of Light Will Burn."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and that's something else. Maybe we'll have a link to your is it that's all in your YouTube channel.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
everything.
I'm gonna put a link to the YouTube channel so that people can check out the channel because the channel has such a variety of videos and music that's really amazing and fantastic. So some people are going to hear this through the radio, so if you're listening through the radio, you can just go to the website and check it out. So, so I love to ask people what their favorite monster is. Do you have any particular monster that scares you a lot, or that you just like a lot? Because this
Uh,
is Magic Monster Radio, so I'm interested to see what monsters people like.
wow, it's amazing that this question. Let me think that. I have just when I dream usually and I have nightmares.
Hmm.
I always dream about vampires, but it's too much gothic for that.
What is it? You dream about Pompeii?
Vampires,
Oh, vampires. Me,
vampires.
me
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
yeah, and but I don't know. It sounds so much gothic.
Yeah. But that. But what
Yeah.
about that image? What scares you about it, or what intrigues you about it?
What?
What scares you about the vampires in your nightmares?
Yeah, I usually have to, like a Buffy, I have to kill them for being safe.
Oh my God, that's the same as my dreams.
Yeah,
Do
I don't know. I
Do you
never
like Buffy?
understood that. I never understood cause what really mean about that.
Uh
If
huh.
usually it's a part of your life that
Yeah.
your
I think
subconscious.
I think that maybe the vampires are the parts of life that feel out of control, and the areas that that haunt us or chase us. And then, but then when Buffy, when you become like Buffy and you fight them, it's like facing the fears in the dreams.
Yeah,
I'm a
and
very
every
big
time
Buffy
it's
fan.
always difficult to kill them.
Yeah,
So my
yeah.
it's hard work during sleep. It's really hard work.
Yeah. Um, so I have to ask you, are you a Buffy
Yeah.
fan and that's why you dream about that?
Not
Not.
usually. I'm not a Buffy fan, but I really like horror movie,
Yeah.
and especially with vampires. That for this reason, and
Uh-huh.
movies, horror movies with exorcism.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because in Italy is a really Catholic, and so
Yeah, I
the every
remember
art
that.
always a deep part of your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any like fear or stories about the exorcism, or just the movies that have it?
When I was a child, my grandmother usually took me to the church
Mhm.
for yeah for pray and something like that. And
Um
every time she told me, you have to be good because or evil could catch you or God could punish you. And I
yeah.
was always fear about that. And when I was in my room, I was looking around for any evil or God watching me, and no privacy.
Yeah.
Really no privacy. So I yeah, now for me it's a funny story, but when I was a child, it was really scary.
How did you overcome it? Did you just, as you got older, you started to realize that it was okay, or
Yeah,
how?
the real change
Mhm.
of my fears and laughing about that was when I recorded my first album,
Mhm.
because the music really sounds like um, horror and really scary.
Mhm.
Uh, maybe you can imagine the Amanda Galas,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
for me was like to say, okay, now I want to make an exorcism for myself for what I yeah for what I saw
You want to
in the
let.
church. I
Uh
pray you
huh.
have to be good there.
Mhm. So that was like your catharsis, your release.
Yeah, now I've killed every fear, so
Mhm.
I I could be good for the next one.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's really fantastic. So you actually healed yourself through your work.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So this album, Faded Heart, has come out with
Yeah,
Mannequin, and
yeah,
you do some graphic work for them too,
yeah,
with
yeah,
your
yeah.
visual art as well.
Yeah, I started with mannequin as a graphic designer
Uh
for
huh.
my first work was Danza Meccanica,
Uh huh. Okay.
and I'm not born like a graphic because I'm going to be an architect,
Mhm.
but if, in fact, as you see, the graphics really close to uh, geometric and architectural stuffs, because that's
Ah.
my future work. And so after that, I really like to have an idea for original work for a new record of some
Mhm.
band. So it was also putting some artistic stuff, and yeah, that's really great for me because it's a kind of making a drawing, or like really I felt like really artist in
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, all around, yeah,
When you were.
music and
Mhm.
graphics, and also watching movies could be an artistic way for me, so I feel really good for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So then your relationship with Mannequin is based, on both your visual and your musical work, and yeah, everyone that's listening should check out, if you haven't got the album already, you should check out the album. We have iTunes links here too on the website, so you can actually have a little snippet and a listen. If people are listening to this right now, check it out. It's called Faded Heart on Mannequin. and check out the videos too. So so we have a lot of DJ. I mean, I was just looking at the shows on the station today, and I saw more people playing your music too, and I play you in my show as well, and it's just really haunting, beautiful music that just takes you to a really beautiful place. I mean, it's, it can sound sort of nightmarish, but also beautiful at the same time, and I just really love that. I love that about it. Have you got plans for the future for touring anywhere specific right now?
Now I want to stop to play live because I have some tracks I've recorded, and I want to focus my next energies for recording a new album. Maybe for the next year that could be out.
Yeah.
So for that I have to put every my attention on it. So I'd like to stop, but if something good could happen, I have no problem to play live more. Yeah. But for now, my plan is to be quiet and thinking about the new stuffs.
That's nice. So you have the plan there. So hopefully next year we'll hear another record from you again.
Yeah, and for next coming live for after new record, I really like to have a band for playing.
Okay, yeah, and that's going to take probably a little bit of time to organize the whole thing.
Yeah, because when I have to play, I play alone, so I manage time by myself.
Yeah.
But if I want to expand the project, I have to manage other people too, and I don't know, it could be easy. Because I have to manage my mind and other minds too.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious about one thing too. Do you have any recommendations for people that are listening, like a favorite book or a favorite film or, a favorite artist or something that you want to tell people about now? Is there somebody special in your mind whose movies or books inspired you that other people might be able to look into?
Oh, it's a great question. Really difficult to answer. For music, I can really recommend Tropic of Cancer.
Okay.
And because I really love them, and I cannot stop to say that.
Yeah.
For movies, something old or something new?
Anything, both. If there's something old and something new, you can mention.
Yeah, for a good movie that I really like, and it's really haunting and scary, but really pretty and cool. Is a movie from 70 and from Czech Republic. And his English name of the title, the English title of this movie is Valerie and Her Week of Wonder.
Okay, Valerie and Henrik of Wonder.
Yeah, Her Week of Wonders. Yeah, and it's I know that some in American bands like Full Saxa and other bands, they made an album with the sonorization of that movie. And this, yeah.
Okay. And so what about new? Anything new that you've seen?
About new stuffs, I saw the last movie of Lars von Trier, Melancholia.
Okay,
yeah. And it was good movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone can understand it, because you can just watch it and you can say, oh, it's a little bit boring because not a lot of stuff can happen.
Yeah.
But if you can feel the characters and their behavior and their moods, after you are really, when I finished the movie, I was really anxious. Really, really, really.
Yeah, I spoke to someone else recently who said that that one really affected them too. I saw it. I saw it very recently. It was really beautiful. The images for me was what stood out the most. Just a lot of the images were so striking and so evoked different things in my own mind. Yeah, like little worlds. So, is there any book or anything as well? Do you like to read?
About book, yeah. Usually when I when I buy a book, it's about design stuff
Oh,
or
okay.
architecture. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's
Usually
more like learning what you have to learn and
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And but one book I read not so much time ago. It's about poetry.
Okay.
Poetry, yeah, but really good. Garcia Lorca,
Okay.
yeah, and
Garcia.
Garcia Lorca. Oh, I can show you.
Okay.
Yeah, Pico Garcia Lorca.
Okay, we have a little. It's a little bit fuzzy, but I think we can barely read the writing.
You can see Federico Garcia Lorca is a poet,
Okay, yeah,
and I really love poetry. Yeah,
yeah,
because they can express everything and if really can feel it because
yeah,
the words are really close, no,
yeah,
and no one can understand everything like
yeah,
a story or yeah, a romance, but yeah, love it.
yeah. I think your films are very poetic. I love your. I feel like
Yeah.
that the images speak thousands of impressions with in silence. You know, it's beautiful.
That's why I really don't like so much words,
Yeah,
just words. In fact, also my lyrics have not so huge.
yeah.
But because I prefer the music and or just few words that can
Evoke.
make you a real
Mm,
way of thinking, or you can have your own emotion.
yeah, yeah,
I want to inspire persons, so
yeah.
anyone can have his or her own
Interpretation.
yeah, interpretation. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, I understand that. I feel that in your music too. And then it can change from day to day because the words change with as you change and yeah, I think that's nice. The meaning changes as you change when it's not so descriptive, it's more open.
Yeah, because for me could have a meaning, but for you
Bit of a
could
different.
have another meaning. Then it
Yeah.
could be always the good one, no?
Yeah. Yeah. Um Okay, and I'm curious. One more thing. I'm wondering. I know you have to go and DJ now, but I'm wondering what inspired you to do architecture. Do you have like a love of buildings, or a love of creating designs? Is it the
Yeah,
structure?
I really like to draw and to design when I was a child. Usually, I like to make cartoons or
Ah,
comics.
uh-huh.
Yeah, when I was a child. So that I have a really good hand for designing. And after when I finished my high school, I wanted to make something really could be artistic because
Mhm.
I want to follow this artistic way. But
Yeah.
I wanted to study something that I could not study for myself
Yeah.
because you can play music if you are not a
Yeah.
musician, or you can drawing even if you didn't study for it, and also you can dance, you can make a movie
Yeah.
without attending a school because you
Yeah.
can do it yourself. But I think architecture could be really difficult because
Yeah.
you have to know a
Absolutely.
lot of mathematics stuff, physics, and for me was the one that I didn't could study for myself.
Yeah.
That's the reason, because I want to follow every artistic stuff.
Mm. That's amazing. So you just wanted to challenge you, something that would challenge you beyond what you could do yourself.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I'd like to know, not really deep of everything, but to know something of everything.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That's a very amazing, noble pursuit. um, well, I want to thank you so much for talking with us. We love your music and we love your art, and
Thank you so
you're
much.
very inspirational and a very beautiful person. So we want to thank you so much.
Thank
Um,
you too, because you are so kind. Even if my English is not so much good, but you have been so kind.
Oh, no, your English is fantastic. I mean, I could understand everything. It's amazing because at elementary school, at primary school, we learned Italian, but nobody
Oh,
over there can speak Italian based on what they learned. But when you go to Italy, people can really speak English and carry on a conversation.
but
It's much better.
Italian language is really difficult.
Yeah,
So
yeah. A little the verbs, the sono, say,
yeah,
and that's
also
the
you can
hardest
speak
part.
with
Is the
Italians.
hmm
You can speak with Italians and can tell you, I don't know my language.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess yeah. Well. I want to the listeners, stay tuned now. We're going to play Mushy right now, and we want to thank her. So stay tuned for Mushy.